The city of Terrytown is once again looking to purchase Terry's Lake from its owner, Terry Carpenter Incorporated. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, the subject of purchasing Terry's Lake surfaced earlier this year when Terry Carpenter Incorporated offered a lease renewal to the city of Terrytown with an initial rate of $5,000 per year, which was a 25% increase over the previous rate, and an additional 3% increase in each of the following years of the terms of the lease. The city ultimately did sign another 3-year lease. However, Mayor Chris Perales tells KNEB News a purchase of the lake is still a goal of the city.
Terry's Lake, along with a lot of other properties inside of Terrytown where we have equipment, we're trying to buy those up so that way they fall under the city purview and not individual. Right now, if Terry Carpenter Inc. wanted to, they could actually sell the lake and we wouldn't have any rights to it. They could close it off. And we don't want that to happen. Terrytown, the lake is Terrytown, and we want to keep that. We want to keep access to it.
A committee has been formed on the topic, which will again be on the agenda for an upcoming city council meeting. There will also be an update on the process of building a new city hall. Well, Fort Robinson State Park will be able to better tell the story of black soldiers in the U.S. Cavalry with a successful budget amendment by Omaha Senator Justin Wayne. Following a trip to the park in which he found a lack of information about the history and contributions of the cavalry regiments known as Buffalo Soldiers, Wayne had submitted a bill that would have earmarked money for the park specifically for that purpose. The bill did not get out of committee, but Wayne was successful in an amendment last week that would earmark $2 million over 2 years to tell their story, part of an overall $20 million ARPA appropriation for the park that he said would pay dividends for Northwest Nebraska.
The ability to build up around Fort Robinson and turn Crawford into our kind of tourist town where we can stay and hop on a bus and go up an hour and a half to Rapid City and see Mount Rushmore at almost half the cost of what it would cost to stay at Rapid City. I think this is a prime opportunity for us to start investing in that area. I think it's a prime opportunity for start investing in our history and preserving our history.
The overall appropriation measure ultimately was advanced to the next round of debate. We'll have more news right after this.
Swipe right, swipe left, endlessly searching. Finding the perfect match isn't always perfect, but it can be when it comes to finances. Nora found the perfect business loan. Jenny opened her first savings account. Grammy loves her checking account. We found a match for Wilson Farms. The Sandersons were matched with a mortgage. Regardless of your financial situation, Platte Valley Bank will match you with the perfect solution. Find your match at Platte Valley Bank.
Welcome back. It took several years for a vision to become a reality, but last week, Essential Fuels owner Eric Reichert opened his second location in Scottsbluff on the corner of Avenue I and 27th Street. He tells KNEB News he had anticipated the new gas station and convenience store to open earlier, but COVID made an impact on the supply chain.
With everything with COVID, that was kind of every trade's been having issues getting materials, and so we ended up putting the project on hold for about 6 months so we could get those materials on hand before we completed the project.
With the gas station being on such a high volume corner, Reichert wanted to ensure there was plenty of fuel pumps for his customers.
There's 10, you can fill 10 vehicles at one time. They There's diesel at every pump, along with 87 octane, 89 octane, and the clear, no ethanol, 91 octane.
And with a new business, that also means new full-time jobs being created as well. He said when everything is up and running, he'll have 12 to 15 employees for the gas station and another 12 to 15 for his food operation.
Yeah, we'll have there'll be a full kitchen, so we'll have a full breakfast menu for grab and go. Then we'll have a lunch menu as well, and we're playing with some different foods to see what people like. But we'll have a full grab and go case there.
Now that his second Essential Fuels location is up and running, inquiring minds want to know if there are any plans to build another gas station in the near future.
Oh, we've got a full plate between the two. I think that'll probably be the two businesses we stick with for a while.
In Scottsbluff, Ryan Murphy, KNEB.TV News. Well, a Lyman man has been arrested after shooting and killing 3 dogs Sunday night. Deputies were dispatched to the Kiowa Wildlife Refuge after getting a call stating that 26-year-old Steven Sanchez was shooting at the animals. Authorities went to Sanchez's home in Lyman and found 3 deceased dogs, a German Shepherd and 2 pups that had been shot. Sanchez told authorities it was them or getting his daughter back, and he was also found to be in possession of a .22 caliber rifle. Sanchez was arraigned on 3 counts of intentional cruelty to animals on Monday afternoon in Scottsbluff County Court. Bond has been set at $15,000 at 10%, and a May 23rd preliminary hearing date has been set. And a local restaurant and their ownership have been recognized by the Nebraska Hospitality Association. The NHA recently held its annual Taste of the Future Awards banquet to celebrate restaurant and hospitality industry leaders across the state and recognize the Runza Restaurant in Gering with the Restaurator of the Year Award for the West Region. Event Chair Linda Dennis says the Blumenkamp family is engaged with the community through their businesses and generously supports several area causes.
Life is crazy. Pain is stressful. How can anybody concentrate with these busy schedules? Now you can. This is Ben Moravec coming to you from Hydrozen, a float therapy business right here in Scottsbluff. I'm here today to let you know we now have memberships for $49 monthly. You can guarantee yourself at least 1 float per month. You know how floating keeps your muscles relaxed, your joints relieved, and your brain clear to think? Now you can float at a reduced rate each month. Inquire today at hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT. Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge.
This is KNEB.TV Ag News from the FNBO Ag Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
U.S. Senator Deb Fischer, a member of the Senate Agriculture Committee, led a series of roundtable discussions with family farmers and ranchers on Friday to discuss priorities for the 2023 Farm Bill.
And I was just very, very impressed, first of all, with the farming practices that these families employ on their family farms. Where they live, where their families live, they are on the land, they take care of their resources, their land, their water, their livestock, and they feed the world. They are part of the group that feeds the world, and that's ag producers in the state of Nebraska. We had a roundtable where we talked about things that they're hoping to see in the Farm Bill that the Senate Ag Committee is working on right now. And those are things that I hear all across the state of Nebraska, whether it's the necessity to mitigate risk and to do that through programs like crop insurance. Every farmer, every ag group association, that's what we hear, the need to maintain that very strong crop insurance program across the state. We heard about the need for disaster aid and to be able to get that disaster aid out earlier to farmers and ranchers who have been affected by bad weather, who have been affected by hailstorms or flooding, to get them the resources they need to continue to feed the world, to take care of their families, and also to take care of their communities as well.
Fisher also visited the UNL Eastern Nebraska Research, Extension, and Education Center to learn more about their efforts in advancing precision agriculture technologies. She also hosted U.S. Senator John Boozman of Arkansas, the Senate Agriculture Committee's top Republican, during this engagement.
Better sleep and better health can be found at Western Sleep Medicine in Gering. Since 2006, Western Sleep Medicine has offered the lowest cost sleep testing either in their independent sleep laboratory or the privacy of your own home. You have control over your health care and your out-of-pocket cost. All insurance is accepted for a much lower cost than the regional option. If you need a sleep study, ask for Western Sleep Medicine. They've helped thousands of people over the years and want to help you. Western Sleep Medicine. Better sleep, better health.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. We're local and we love our community.
Benzel Pest Control has been the Wyoming and Nebraska area's most committed professional pest control company. We have 4 generations and nearly 50 years of experience serving Nebraska, Wyoming, and Colorado, as well as certified entomologists on staff. So whether you're dealing with spiders, wasps, rodents, or any other unwanted visitors, give Benzel Pest Control a call today for an estimate at 888-229-2128 or visit our website at benzelpestcontrol.com.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you plan for tomorrow while you enjoy today. Our personalized trust services can help you do just that. You've worked hard to build your legacy, and you want to make sure that gets passed on for generations to come. We offer the professional guidance necessary to ensure that happens, according to your wishes. We pride ourselves in being friendly and professional while offering a highly tailored full line of trust and estate planning services to accommodate you. You belong here.
And finally tonight, a new addition is coming to Riverside Discovery Center's bear exhibit, thanks in part to students at Gering High School. Scottsbluff City Councilman Matt Solomon explained the project during last week's meeting.
So we've got a project we're working on at the zoo. These are 2 metal bed frames. They're going in for the bears. So they're super strong. They can handle the weight of the bears. They have wood bed frames, and the bears kind of tear those apart as a chew toy.
He says that the zoo bought the steel from B&C Steel, and the beds, when finished, will be 5 foot by 7 foot and will be much more suited to handle the beatings by the large beast. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.